everybody, Raul here for Bass Musician Magazine, and today we have the extraordinary honor and pleasure of chatting with bassist, guitarist, songwriter, vocalist. She plays keys for Thundermother, DeMona Lindgren. Yay!
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited for this interview.
My pleasure, Mona, my pleasure. So we have so much to talk about, but we always like to go to the past. How did you get started in music, and particularly on bass?
It started pretty early, like at the kindergarten. I always sang all these drinking songs that I heard that my parents sung on like the holidays, and Mm-hmm. So I learned them and I sang them to at the kindergarten, so they got so worried. So one of the ladies who worked there with us, she just picked up that I like to sing, so she used to bring accordion to accompany me when I sing. So I think my parents understood that there was a great interest for music. Mm-hmm. So they just tried out different instruments with me. I got to play the flute, which I hated. I got a violin, hated that too. And then my mom bought me a small guitar, a classical guitar. And I tend to pick it up very often. I try to play it a lot. So they understood maybe we go for guitar. So I got to go to the music school in a nearby church. Mm-hmm. I started out with classical guitar. I think I was 8 or 9 years old. I learned classical guitar for a while, a little bit of flamenco. Mm-hmm. And then I discovered rock and roll music in my early teens. So by then I wanted to play electric guitar, of course. So I got an electric guitar, and I just sat every day after school in my girl room, watching all these DVDs with Woodstock, The Last Waltz, a Guns N' Roses live concert, and Queen. And I just watched these DVDs over and over again, and I tried to learn the solos and learn the songs. And I think I learned the blues, the first box of the blues scale from a friend, and just didn't know what to do with it. But I just played around, trying to move it up and down on the fretboard. And then I discovered it really fits here, on this fret. Mm-hmm. But it also fits 3 frets down. Yeah, so I learned how to do the blues scale in major by just trying out. Sure. No one taught me that, but I figured it out. So then I started to try to do my own solos to my music DVDs, to the songs there. Mm-hmm. So and I guess I started to learn improvisation, I guess. That's about it. That's the story. And I always played a little bit of piano too, and I sung a lot too. Mm-hmm. My mom actually put me in classical singing classes, so I taught a bit of opera singing.
Nice. Well, and it sounds like you had kind of a mixture of some classes and a lot of stuff that you were self-taught. How did the bass come about? Actually,
it was my friends in Thundermother, the band I'm playing in now. Mm-hmm. They were in desperate need for a bass player, because there were some problems, and they really needed a bass player for a summer tour. I actually know the drummer of Thundermother, Emily Johansson. I've known her for 10 years almost, and we even lived together for a while. Wow. So it was actually Emily who asked me if I could pick up the bass and learn the bass to go with tour with them, play with them. Yeah, that's how it started, and that was about 1.5 years ago. I learned how to play their songs good enough. I had 2 weeks, and then we went on this Europe tour.
There you go. Well, necessity is the mother of invention. So sometimes, because of the needs, these opportunities and things do come up. And speaking of Thundermother, very interesting, all-female rock. You guys are kind of fall within the definitely rock and roll, glam rock kind of vibe there. And I've been seeing a lot of activity, you guys touring with Scorpions.
Yeah, so we've been touring with the Scorpions in North America, 2 shows in Canada, because we missed the first one because of the visa was delayed.
Oh, no.
Then we went around in the whole US, like coast to coast.
Very cool.
So a pretty amazing experience. And I just got back. We got back a week ago from that tour. So this tour was 2 months. So it's the longest tour we ever did. And we played 23 shows in total in arenas. So what can I say? It was amazing. The best thing is, like, we really get to talk to Scorpions and like get to know them, and they're so nice people, and their crew was amazing. I don't know if you saw it, but originally Whitesnake was about to be the first support, or like the co-headline, but they canceled 2 weeks before the tour started due to like health issues. So we got bumped up in the like, we get a better playing time, like later on in the evening. We got to play a longer set, and the Scorpions really wanted the show to be like the best show they can give to the audience, so they actually helped us so that one person in their crew did the lights for us, so we get light. Like that's not very common for a support band, like a light show. And one of their camera guys filmed us and like put us on the big video walls.
Nice.
We got that as well, which is like we couldn't quite believe it. Like, we were so lucky, like, that we got this amazing show as a support band.
Well, and it is such a great opportunity too, because Scorpions and Whitesnake and a lot of these bands have been around for such a long time. You can get a lot of knowledge just by having the opportunity to interact and to learn and to find out how to do certain things. I mean, because they've got so much experience, I'm sure it comes naturally to them.
Yeah, I mean, when you see Klaus the singer, interact with the audience, it's pretty amazing. Like, you can hear. You don't need to watch see the stage. You can hear when he is near you, like on your side of the stage, because you you see it on the people around. Like, the attention goes straight to him, and like he can really interact with them. Like, the audience does what it says, and yeah.
Thundermother is also a very interesting group. I've been reading that it sounds like you guys kind of share a lot of you share the songwriting. It's very involved. Everybody is involved in kind of all the facets of the band. Yeah, everyone is involved in the songwriting. Everyone is involved in the management part of it, because we are self-managed at the moment. So, but of course we divide up the work. Yeah. So you can focus on the things you're good at. For example, I'm very good at maths and like the economy part of it. So so I do all these spreadsheets with the tour budgets, and like calculate stuff. Like what's the best thing to focus on here, and a bit of strategy also, I think. And maybe Filippa is very good at like reaching out to people and
find, for example, find bus companies and connect with people. So Emily, she did our last music video. Actually, she did this like stop motion video for Hot Mess. I think maybe it wasn't our latest single, but the single before that. So she did that video herself, and it's pretty amazing. And our next video is filmed by Filippa, and it's going to be cut by Emily.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, and if I understand correctly, too, you have a background in computer science. So
yeah,
the spreadsheets and all that sounds like that would be right up your alley.
Yeah. Actually, I decided to take the last course I have on my master's degree like yesterday. So I went I missed the first lecture, but I went to the second lecture today, just before our interview here.
Oh, wow.
So I've returned to my university now after like 3 years or something. I haven't been there since before the pandemic.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel a bit stupid because it's so much I've forgotten, like the operating system, Linux, all the details of. I've forgotten almost everything, so it will be hard.
Well, and everything, a lot of that in that area changes so quickly. There's new things, and I go back. My programming experience was in Fortran, so that goes to show you how long ago that was. But I digress away from computer sciences.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you're getting your sound. What gear are you playing on?
I play on, I don't know if you can see it, but Sandberg Bassist.
Nice.
I can show you.
Sure.
It has no strings because, I flew with them last week, so I just removed the strings. Also because I wanted to squeeze in another guitar in my Enki case. So it's built for 2 instruments, and I squeezed in 3 instruments in it. So
oh, wow.
Just safety, I just removed everything I could. So this is Sandberg masterpiece.
Mm-hmm. It's your classic P-bass arrangement there.
Yeah, it is, and it's much lighter than a regular bass because the wood is treated in like an oven.
Okay, so it's baked, yeah.
Yeah, it's baked. Yeah, maybe you call it's baked. Yeah.
Sure.
And that's one of my bass I used on the tour.
Now, did you beat it up that way, or did you get it aged that way?
It's aged.
Gotcha.
And on the tour, I played on this Rydmar.
Nice.
From me. Yeah. So it's a lightweight amp head. So I actually took it in a tote bag as hand luggage on the flight. So we didn't have to rent anything for me except for the cabinet in the US. Nice. So saves a lot of money,
Absolutely. Well, and we've heard a lot of good things about EBS, professional sound, and Ralph does a great job with that stuff. And I've heard it's got plenty of power for an arena rock kind of thing, that it gives you as much juice as you needed.
Yeah, definitely. So I only played on this amp, so I had no additional effects or anything like that. So I just used it has a compressor, so I used that.
Nice.
And quite hard, and a little bit of EQ and a drive. So so I'm very happy with the sound. It has a lot of body, if you can say so, mm-hmm. and a little bit aggressive if you
Nice.
If you tune in hard.
Sounds perfect for rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent, excellent. And when you do have strings on your instruments, do you have a preference in strings? What are you playing on?
I got like loads of packages of strings from Sandberg, so I just used them. I
Perfect.
think it's called the string from Sandberg.
Okay, okay, good. Very nice, very nice. And as we look ahead, I know that you've kind of gone back to school a little bit, but are there more plans for you and Thundermother? I know also you have your own independent performing stuff, again, guitarist and singing and
Yeah.
doing all kinds of other music.
Yeah, we are going to be in a Swedish talk show on this Friday, and also we have a show at a like rock cruise later on in November.
Nice.
So like two small things with Thundermother. Next year we will do like a weekend in Sweden, like 3 shows in Sweden. And later on in May, we will actually go with Scorpions again, but in Europe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because like they really liked us, so they invited us to do the German dates on their arena tour in Europe. So we're super excited about that, and we will fill in the days off with our own headline shows. So we will do a Europe tour at some point in May or maybe June. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Excellent. And I'm sure the best place, if people want to know where you're going to be, is to go to thundermother.com.
Yeah,
Very.
exactly. I don't think we posted about any more shows because it's not really done yet.
It's a little too early.
Planning yet. It's a bit early, but the Scorpions shows in Germany are confirmed.
Okay. Very good. And if people want to know about what you're doing, they can go to @DeMona Official.
Yeah, because DeMona was taken on Instagram.
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
DeMona Official, that's my Instagram account, and I keep it pretty active, like post a lot of things that I'm doing. So it can be everything from me singing karaoke to like Thundermother stuff. I posted a lot from the US tour now, so you can see a lot of like tour recaps, videos with us and Scorpions. Yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Very nice. Well, so much exciting stuff, Mona. We're really thrilled to hear about all of this with your independent stuff and, of course, with Thundermother. Folks, you've seen her here on Bass Musician Magazine, Mona Lindgren.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.